But first, the Reserve Bank of Australia is independently charged with the job of setting monetary policy for this country. But unless the federal government is doing its job to manage fiscal policy, that is, how much money it's spending and on what, the RBA doesn't have as many levers to pull. While Treasurer Jim Chalmers is self-indulgently writing love letters to future economics students, he's letting public spending continue to blow out and leaving all of the heavy lifting of dealing with inflation to the RBA. Instead of rowing the boat in the same direction, these two bodies are at odds. Inflation isn't just about how much money is getting printed by the RBA. That's just one piece of the puzzle. And reining it in isn't just about interest rates. It's about the government policies that feed supply and demand. I hit the streets of Springfield in outer Brisbane's aspirational suburban belt this week to chat with locals about housing affordability. Take a look. Interest rates have been on the up, so today I hit the streets of Springfield in Brisbane's suburban belt to find out how that's affecting you and what you want to see from government to make it a little easier. Now, housing affordability is something that lots of people kind of around our age group have been thinking about. Do you think owning your own home is something that's easily within the reach of Australians today?
I think that if you'd asked me maybe a year ago before the interest rates rise, then yes, but now that they have, I think it's a lot harder to answer that question because, yeah, with increasing costs as well, with just everyday life, it's just making affordability in general really hard.
It's got up quite a lot in the last couple of years, especially since COVID hit, so it's been affecting having to work a lot more hours and see the kids less, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
The grants and the stuff that is already available, there's so much fine print and stuff that we're not told.
What do you think governments should be doing to make it easier for people like you?
I think they should be doing something similar to what John Howard introduced for the first homeowners.
I don't have the solution, I just know that something needs to be done, like at least a review of the whole system.
Land releases and environmental regulations all factor into the price of housing. Do you think there needs to be any policy change to try and keep property ownership within the reach of first home buyers?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good lot of levels of government to deal with there.
Would you like to see more government effort to open up supply, open up more estates like Springfield to be able to accommodate more people?
Definitely, that's obviously what we need, isn't it? More houses for more people, but it's got to be affordable. Like I've got 2 kids, adult kids. They're going to really struggle to buy their own place. It's just too expensive.
That would be amazing. I think that's a great idea. There's so many different opportunities here and we've got a lot of land, so why not, sort of capitalise on that and help Australians out.
The cost of housing is one of the biggest financial pressures Australians face, and it is driven in large part by the refusal of governments to approve land development subdivisions, the burden of green extremist laws that stop land being opened up for housing, and the effort of government to try and shift the cost of shared infrastructure on to those who want to buy a home. And yet, there's no one financial goal that makes more of a difference to a person's inclination to become a consistently contributing member of our society more than the decision to become a homeowner.